joined by Izzie Derry, who's joined me to chat about her musical career. Izzie, welcome to Totally Music. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yep, I'm Izzie Derry, and I am from Coventry, but I'm now based in Brighton, and it's very nice to be here.
Nice to have you on. So what got you into music?
It was actually quite a weird one. So I come from quite a musical family. So my dad always played guitar, and my mum played piano, and her dad was like a jazz pianist, so it's quite musical. But then it wasn't till I was kind of like 14 and I watched a film called Moneyball, and there was this girl that was probably the similar age to me then in the film. And she was playing acoustic guitar and singing, and I was like, I think I could probably do that. And then like the next day I'd taken my dad's guitar and I'd learned the song on that she plays in the film on guitar, and he was like, oh, so then they were like, oh, we best get you a guitar. So kind of took off from there.
Sounds good. So for anyone who hasn't heard your music before, how would you describe the music you create?
I'd say it's kind of like I guess it started as kind of folky music, and then over the last few years, and like with my new album, it's kind of more like angry female music. So I guess I just got a little bit angry and just got all of it out. So yeah, I guess angry female music would be the description for it.
So you've recently just released your new single, Thank You. Would you like to tell us about the song?
Yeah, so I guess it fits perfectly into the angry female bracket. It's just kind of about not wanting people to tell you what to do anymore. Like I think when you're like a young female, I think especially like during lockdown was when I was finishing my degree and things, and I think everyone kind of comes in and they're like, oh, you should do this and you should do this, and like even now it's like, oh, why don't you just like have like a 9 to 5 job and like just do music on the weekends? And it's like, because I'd be really upset like doing that and be really depressed, like I wouldn't be able to do that. So I think it's like I just got a bit sick of everyone being like, this is what you should do, this is what you should do, this is what you should do with your life. And it's just a bit like, actually it's my life and I can do whatever I want with it. So that's kind of what the song's about, and that's how it came about, really.
I like that. So what was the experience like during the creation of the song?
Well, when I actually wrote it, it was during COVID, so it was, I guess, quite like alone with my feelings because everyone weren't allowed to do anything. So I guess that kind of made it as like raw as it is. But then like the production kind of part of the creation, um, that was really exciting. So I worked with I managed to crowdfund the recording of the album. So it was crowdfunded, the recording of Thank You. And I worked with the band that I've been recording with for years. So they all played amazingly. And then I decided to write strings for it as well, and got a couple of friends to play cello and violin on it. So that was just really special, kind of seeing something that was started as just me and electric guitar really come to life, and just everything in my head I managed to get out, and was just really happy with it, to be honest.
Good. So what do you feel like you've learned from the process of the creation that'll help you in the future?
I guess so. Before I started this project, I'd never written strings before. So that was kind of like quite a new thing for me, because I had to learn how to write all the parts for different for like cello and violin, and learn what ranges they have and all of that. So I think kind of now I know that information, I can now use that on any future projects, which is amazing. So I'd say that's kind of the number one benefit I had from this, just learning how to do that, really.
That sounds good. So what's been your favourite performance and why?
I performed at Coventry Cathedral for the Terry Hall sessions, supported John Grant there a couple of summers ago now, and that was just incredible. Like such a massive, beautiful, like incredible venue, and in like my hometown as well. So it was just really, really special. Yeah, I feel very, very lucky to have done that.
That sounds good. I like that. So what advice would you give to someone wanting to follow in your footsteps?
Probably just like keep going. I think like it's quite like, I suppose similar to you doing the magazine, like it's quite a lot of work and it's not all fun and you get like lots of rejection and stuff. So I think just try and stay like mentally strong and just keep going would probably be my number one piece of advice for people.
I like that. So finally, what's next for you?
So I've got an album coming out in November, which Thank You is from. So that'll be out in November. I've got a couple of shows here and there. I think I've got one in Brighton, one in Coventry, and then I'm hoping to get a few others. They're kind of in the middle of being booked at the minute. So do like a little tour with that. And then kind of see what happens. I'm starting a master's next month, so I'll probably be releasing more music after that with the masters. So yeah, it's quite an exciting year ahead.
Sounds like I'm looking forward to see what's coming for you.
Oh,
So a massive thank you, Izzie, for joining me on Totally Music. If anyone would like to check out Izzie's music, I'll leave all the links in the description below for you. But thank you.
amazing. Thank you for having me.
Don't know where I'm going, I don't know who I am.